Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game and we're returning to Rule the Waves 2. Most of our forces are engaged in Northern Europe against the Soviet Union. We do have some forces here in the Caribbean, and in between episodes we had the plan to move them into the East Coast. I think I would like to move them into the West Coast and see whether we can't intercept this Soviet carrier over here that is causing some mayhem in the Northern Pacific. So let's see whether that does work out. Of course, the Soviets have sworn to be fighting until the end. We can secure even better terms. Yeah, there we go. Soviet General Secretary dismisses all peace negotiations. So we are definitely trying to hit them hard. Ooh, destroyer has been hit. That's unfortunate. And we have a small engagement. So let's see whether we are getting an engagement there. Unfortunately, we do not, because the Soviets don't really have the forces. Ooh, interestingly enough, they do now have the forces in the Caribbean. They pretty much moved all their forces down here. And I really wonder why that is. Okay, so what we can do is either take our forces from the west coast. So firstly, can I actually cancel your movement orders? So if I do take you guys over here and then say cancel ordered moves, that should get you to stay where you are. Yeah, indeed, and that's what you're doing. So that's fine, but then let's take the guys on the west coast, specifically these destroyers, but no, sorry, not these destroyers down here, and most importantly these carriers, and then I guess we have some light cruisers on the west coast as well. Yeah. So all of you guys should be moving towards the Caribbean, and then we're going to see whether we can intercept them there. I'd also like these to be sorted by displacement, please, because, yeah, that's fantastic. Good. Right, let's see whether we can catch the Soviet fleet over in Panama. Virgin Islands, yeah. Bunker Hill is commissioned, more destroyers are being commissioned. Excellent news. Unexpected advances in ship design and amphibious operations. Very nice to see. Martin Company also developing a better torpedo bomber. Slightly better speed, it seems. Payload is basically the same. Firepower is slightly up. Range is up considerably, so that's a very lovely result, of course. No engagement, it seems, and the Soviets are back to where they started. Except this one carrier down here, and it seems to be going, back towards its home waters. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to intercept it on the South American east coast. So we're going to grab the guys in the Caribbean, and I think this is a little bit easier to do it this way. What? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, no. You're simply some other ship. Okay, so you guys, South American East Coast. South American East Coast, there we go. Please, everyone move over there. I think everyone in Europe should still be fine. Northern Europe, yeah, you are all good. You here, the Bunker Hill is working up. That's okay. We should set up the air group for the Bunker Hill unless it's already been done. No, that seems to be good. A lot of dive bombers. I'm fairly happy with that. Right, we do have a lot of money. That's partially because we are only building a couple of destroyers and a carrier, the Wasp, another Ranger class one. But yeah, let's see. San Diego has some problems. Perry finishing a reconstruction. Mining efficiency goes up. Submarines, we don't have any. 20-inch guns, we're not ever going to use them. Ooh, and we have a new medium bomber. Again, better speed. Much better range. Slightly better firepower. Less maneuverability, interesting enough. And different payload. What? Our heavy bomb loads goes down from 4 2,000-pound bombs to 2 1,000-pound bombs on a heavy loadout. I don't think so. I don't think so, my friends. So the Union is having trouble. Ooh, and we're being attacked on the Yorktown. That's unfortunate. And we're getting a coastal raid. Do suppress enemy airfields, please. So, coastal raid another time. Going up against the Soviet coast. They do definitely have an airfield up here. Our target area is over there. And we have some forces down here. Specifically a couple of carriers down here. So it seems like 2 carrier groups. Could that be? We've got these guys. We've got a battle division of 2 battleships. And another carrier down there, the Enterprise. Okay, there you. Can I ask you to be You're supporting the Colorado anyway. Can I ask you to be a core part of that division so that we're keeping pretty much all of our forces together? That'd be pretty brilliant. And you might actually go for Carrier Division 8. Right. Can I do that? Carrier Division 8. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. So you should all be doing fine. And then we have a couple of light cruisers up here. I would like you to be... yeah, I guess you can scout. That's alright. And these destroyers here, you can screen the battleships. Yeah, that's also fine. And then the battleships, I would like to go up into a more northeasterly direction, and nearly your top speed. Maybe not quite your top speed. Of course, we need to set up our air search patterns. Left side can be significantly less expanded. Maybe let's say like this, two-faced, maximum combat air patrol. I think that's fantastic. We don't have any air operations ready due to the low cloud cover, but I think that should hopefully clear up at some point. And it seems like it's summertime, so there's probably going to be a lot of daylight. Good. Our ships are going somewhat in this direction, so that's cool. Again, I would like to do some air attacks over here. Guess we can go to Ultra over here. Weather has actually worsened, so you know what? We're going to drive our battleships right into this. So let's find out whether we can do anything over there. Carriers are very close in tower, so that's nice to see. We do of course have radar, so that should hopefully be helping us out in this these set of circumstances. And there we go, unknown radar contact. Yeah, let's go over there and investigate on max speed, of course. And I'm going to go to normal over here. So we're driving right at each other, but we do know that the Soviets shouldn't really have that many heavy forces. So I very much suspect these to be light forces, if not anything else. Still, we don't really got an availability of... We are firing on them now, only with radar of course. Radar still is somewhat unreliable. We should be identifying them now though, or starting to see them actually visually. Yeah, we are seeing them. We don't know just what they are. But I'm guessing it's probably destroyers, light ships that... God damn it. And I was just about to say... maybe they have torpedoes. And we should do a little bit of... Colorado limits flooding. Okay, so just how badly are you hit? Flooding 130. I think you should be doing fine. You have fairly good torpedo protection, so... And let's ask you to be a core part of the battle division. California is going to take the lead. You're going to maybe go 25 knots. No, you will not. You're going to go max speed. And you'll be alright, basically. This corvette up here shouldn't be doing much, but I'm not sure whether it's truly a corvette. Simply due to the position it is in. Well, certainly sunk because we could before we could properly identify it. I guess still no air operations, which is just as well. We know the Soviets do have a carrier, but they don't have any heavy ships anymore because our carriers sunk them last time. So that's fairly fantastic. Okay, Colorado I think has rejoined. Yeah, so that's nice to see. We are losing some speed due to Colorado being damaged so badly, but all in all, I think we are alright. There's another ship up there and these guys are retreating, so let's see whether we can engage that guy. I guess we can. Ooh, it's nighttime. Unfortunate. But again, we do have radar, so... Ooh, funny enough, we did launch some torpedoes at them. That's an unusual sight. Ooh, and all of our carriers are over here. Maybe it was a little bit too early to pull everyone in. Still, if we do score a couple of hits on this guy, we should be able to sink him. Come on. Yeah, there we go. 2 16-inch hits. Some 6-inch hits. These 6-inch guns are also auto-firing, so... or auto-loading, I guess. So they should be doing a fairly good job over here. And honestly, if we can sink 2 ships, we should be happy. Colorado already having very little ammunition. Is he still around? We didn't know. But I guess it can't be, because otherwise we would be getting some information on that. But he's definitely slowed down. I'm not sure why we can't find him right now. Some strangler down there. Oh, you are firing on them. Interesting. What's the trouble with you? Just a jam turret? Yeah. You guys are definitely firing on them. Yeah, now we can see it. These carriers are extremely close to this ship. Okay, you here. You must be AI controlled? Bainbridges? Yeah, you too. Can I not grab a light cruise or something? You. Come down here. We're actually launching torpedoes at this. Yeah, just a jammed turret. I don't think this guy is doing a lot of damage over here. Yeah, so that guy should definitely sing, so I'm not too concerned about this. Okay, let's go back to normal speed. What time is it actually? 6 p.m, so it must be winter. Alright, that's okay. Okay then, can we do the following? Can we take this carrier division? Ooh, you are not. Okay, let's ask you to be actually independent, please. It's a little bit unfortunate that we can't actually control these guys, because I don't really like... Yeah, there we go, that guy must have sunk. Let's go to Ultra. Let's see whether we can find a carrier in the night over here. Well, we can certainly find a ship. Whether it's a big ship or not, I don't know. Certainly do some damage over there. I think last time that we carries were about over here, so that is a position that I do want to check out. Some battles down there. Yeah, so we have this unidentified ship. Extremely slow because it's been crippled by so many shots. Biscay is starting to lose coherence. But let's see whether we can find more ships. Okay. So this guy down there, I think these are destroyers engaging, so no light cruisers actually. Yeah, that should be alright. And about halfway expected to sink anyway. And sinking their light forces is not the highest priority, but still, it can be nice. And I would really like to get a hold of their carrier. And it must be in the scenario. It could have withdrawn to Kronstadt or Leningrad, but, well, that's the same thing, but, yeah, just maybe it hasn't. And that would be kind of lovely. It's still very early morning. But I guess what we should do is... Oh, we can actually order strikes. Is it twilight? It must be twilight. No, it's proper night. Never mind then. Yeah, but what we definitely should do is just basically search kind of everywhere. Let's say I think in a more southerly direction is fine. It's not going to be effective immediately, only when the morning comes, but until then at least it might be helpful. So, loses contact. It's alright, it's not too bad. You guys, have you lost contact? Yeah, let's actually launch float planes. So it is early morning now. And there is sunlight, and before we go ahead here, and we could actually say that this... I'm not sure whether this will still work, but let's go for full circle search over here because I'm not sure where exactly we are going to end up. Oh, there's a shore battery. Yeah, we shouldn't be that close to this. Yeah, you might actually shoot a couple of our destroyers. Well, nothing too serious over here. You know what? What I might actually want to do is take carrier division, let's say 11, get a couple of dive bombers, and ask for a target. Battery. Yes. Ground strike, ground strike. Heavy loadout, please. Coordinated strike, and let's also get a couple of fighters on there. And let's launch this strike. Just to find out how exactly they're doing this. We're not getting any reports, but at least we are also searching in the northern direction, so that I appreciate. Guess we can go to faster over here. Ah, damn it. Okay, so they didn't even have to carry around. They just lost a destroyer, and it's a very small win for us. It says major victory. I don't quite believe that. Right, let's leave this scenario. Couple of points, that's nice to see, but really not that big. And we are on the same hex over here, and I'm guessing they'll be going to West Africa. So let's look at our ships, look at their location, and take all of these guys on the southeast coast, on the South American east coast, and move them towards West Africa. There we go. Someone had some engine troubles or something? No, everyone seems to be fine. Okay, that's great. And we've lost the Yorktown for 5 turns. That's really unfortunate. But yeah, we got the Bunker Hill, the Ranger class. You're still working up, so I'm not going to send you to Europe right now. But we might have to do that in the near future. More commissioned, heavy Soviet cruiser, interesting to see. A raider in Northern Europe. Look at that, they actually went towards the Caribbean. Interesting proposition. Let's take them out there, if at all possible. I really like to destroy that one ship. Not sure whether the battle generator actually allows for that to happen, but we'll have to see. Okay, it has finished working up. Enables trainable depth charge mortars. I wonder whether that is something that... Ooh, Connecticut hit a mine. We might actually have to do some minesweepers. Enemy coastal raid. Look at this. That's lovely. Oh. And we only have 2 light cruisers and a couple of destroyers? Well, that's a little bit pathetic. But these are Raleigh class destroyers, so at least they have good guns. They're not the best in anti-air configurations, which could be an issue. Given that this is definitely an anti-air scenario, but yeah, let's see about that. Okay, so I think we should have some air bases here in Guantanamo Bay. Let's have a look at the air search pattern. So firstly, I would like to increase this distance to 700. I would like to do 2-phase search, and I would like this to be somewhat more concentrated to the likely operation area. And let's actually say 800. Not sure whether they can actually do this, but let's see. Would still be helpful. Right, and you guys here can go to max speed, please. Destroyers are struggling to keep up even. But I'm guessing we should see simply their carrier appear somewhere at some time. I don't think they have much else over here. Well, maybe they moved in someone. Unknown radar contact. Okay. Yeah, let's certainly try to investigate that. And let's go back to normal speed. Okay, so this is 2 ships. We're going to take the Raleigh classes and try to cross their T. So I think our gun range is significantly higher, yes. We are scoring some hits there. Not sure what these ships are. I think they only had the single carrier, so I'm not sure whether this is maybe heavy cruisers. There's a merchantman. We should try to save that. Let's sail in front of it. Definitely scoring more hits than they are. Whether or not that is sufficient. Okay, you are going to be in a line ahead formation. You're going to try to come about like this. Okay, let's try to sail in between these 2 guys. Okay. Corvettes? They try to do something with corvettes? You are very, very funny. A coastal raid with corvettes. Okay, sometimes you just don't know what's going on. But that was obviously a very stupid idea. Yeah, they still have the carrier and a couple of corvettes around here though, so we're definitely gonna keep our forces here. But let's see, let's have a look at the displacement over here. Because I think one of our battleships, the Connecticut, let's open the design for a rebuild. Let's fit you with an electro-optical director, which I think should be fantastic. Also, of course, always good to increase our AA capabilities. So that should be lovely. I don't think there's much else that we want to do. We could get rid of the tertiary guns over here. I am very much guessing that these guys are a little bit redundant. It's not going to add a lot of refitting costs though, so we might actually do this. Yeah, let's save this. Fine. Yes, rebuild this ship to the new standard, and that should be lovely. Good. You guys here are considered obsolete, but or old, I guess, but we'll have to do something about that later on. More destroyers. A Japanese battleship Congo, battlecruiser, actually, which I think is being rebuilt at this moment. Plastic interior fittings, interesting. We've lost a corvette, interesting but bad. No enemy shipping there. We should really win this fight soon. Look at that, the Soviet Union has moved a carrier and a heavy cruiser over here, and a carrier over there. They're moving around this area a lot of the times. So I want to keep in the Caribbean now because I think they might move over here. It would just be good to counter any such advance. We are earning a lot of money. The thing is, I would ideally like to build a new carrier, which might have some tilted deck, but it just doesn't seem like that is something that we can do. Still we are not able to do this. Yeah, you can't have more than 2 catapults. I thought you would be able to do this because we have in fact researched angled flight deck. So this is really a little bit weird. Okay, you know what? Let's take an overview of our bases and expand a couple of these. So firstly, maybe Panama. Where's Panama? Western Philippines, Tunis. Well, I guess Tunis we can expand. Tsingtao, that's fine. Where's Guantanamo Bay? Okay, Guantanamo Bay is over here. So that means Panama here. Let's build an air base in Panama and that should be okay. Good. Yeah. We've got an air base in San Francisco, that's okay. What about on the East Coast? So we've got some in Boston. Okay, let's build one in New York just to add a couple of float planes and search planes there, and that should be okay. And how about in the Northern Pacific? Do we have an air base? Oh, I don't think we need one. I think it should be okay. Then let's have a look at Tsingtao, which is our main base to counter the Japanese. And it should be fairly built up already. Yeah, there we go. And in Northeast Asia, can I just do this via the map? Apparently so. Here, let's build a fortification, 4-inch coastal guns in Kinchang Bay. Yeah, that sounds lovely. Let's actually build 2 of those. I think they should have fairly decent AA capabilities at this point. I'm guessing they'll be built out as dual-purpose guns. Okay, fine. So, I think, yeah, next time we are going to see whether the Soviets are going to do something over here, or whether we might finally be able to break the siege over there. For now, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.